For those of you who this message is for, you know who you are, and you've heard the call, and you have answered. If this message doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. That means it's not for you. You can move on. But for those of you who this message is for, you are going to resonate with it. And I decided to share a personal experience with you that recently just happened to me, like 2 days ago, with you, to give you a better understanding of what you are going through right now. You see, my dear, you are getting ready to experience a peace that passeth all understanding. And God is going to, or Spirit is going to allow you to experience a certain situation in order for you to see clearly what that peace that you have been searching for looks like and feels like when you are unmovable. So this is what happened to me. 2 days ago, I was going to the beach. I was so happy. I was so excited. I had just bought my lunch. Basically, I haven't eaten all day because I fast, and when it was time for me to eat, I wanted to eat. So I bought myself something good that I enjoy eating, and I'm heading to the beach to do some meditation and grounding and stuff, and I'm going about my way joyfully, happily, singing my songs. And then first of all, the road that I decided to take, it came out out of surprise, because normally I would take a different path to go to that particular beach. But that day I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to the beach in that direction, heading from that direction. And so I took that path, and I didn't even know it was that long. But anyways, it was a dirt road, to my surprise. And that day it had rained previously in the morning or the night, I don't know. But the entire place was wet and muddy and just potholes everywhere. But I didn't care about that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna continue. And my friend, I had a friend with me, and she decided, okay, to pass on another side of the lane when we came across some puddles. And for some reason, I decided not to follow her. When I actually wanted to follow her, but then my body was like, you go that way. So I'm just being myself, being my happy, jolly self, and I'm like, okay, I'm moving, and I'm here. It didn't take like 2-3 seconds when I took that path. Man, I just slipped and I fell. But the first fall, I tried to break the fall, so I did not completely entirely fell. But as I was coming back up, I slid again, and I fell even harder. And I watched my food, my beautiful expensive sandwich of salmon fish that just flew up in the air and just landed in a puddle of mud far away. And I personally got hurt. My entire face just dived in a puddle of mud. And me being in my beautiful and color, and I took so much time to preparing myself and making sure that I looked good and feel good, and I was just completely muddy, and I felt so hard, and I I did not it did not faze me, like nothing happened. I fell, and I was like, oh, I fell, and I did not have any emotion. I was not sad, I was not angry, I was not feeling anything. I was completely detached, and nothing in that moment could have taken away that joy that I had right before I fell. And that joy remained there, and it was amazing. I just felt so good, and I actually just got myself up, saw my beautiful, expensive sandwich, fish sandwich, so expensive, laying in the mud, and my face all muddy. I got mud all in my eyes, all in my nose, all in my ears, and I was bleeding. I started bleeding. I hurt my hands, and I looked at myself, and I just embraced it. I even took the mud, the dirty mud, and I wiped it over my body, and I put up myself, and I started walking again. I went on my merry way, and I continued being happy like nothing was wrong. And my friend is looking at me, and she's asking me, are you okay? And I told her, yeah, I'm fine. And I started singing, I started dancing. I was fine. I was in perfect peace and harmony with what I was feeling before. The situation did not move me in one way. And I realized that the peace that passeth all understanding that I knew before, man, I entered into a whole new version of it. And that was just so beautiful for me to see and experience as I went outside of myself and looking outside of me, realizing that that peace, oh my God, it is amazing. And I went into the water. I had a good time, and I'm telling you, I had absolutely no pain. My day could not be greater than what it was. It was amazing. But I mean, I got up the next morning, I was in pain all over my body. But I was in pain, and I still didn't care. And that is what you're about to experience, my dear. I mean, not the fall that I went through, obviously. Your experience will be entirely different. But you're about to experience the peace that passeth all understanding. And when that happens, my dear, embrace it. Embrace it, because you have elevated and you have passed a level, and you have conquered what they wanted for you to feel.